It is so late right now, and I don't know if it's because of that I'm just like deliriously giggling at tons of things at the moment, but I just spent the last like 30 to 40 minutes in the wackiest rabbit hole I've been in quite some time. It's videos of people hurting themselves on punching bag machines. Now, before anyone gets the wrong idea, I'm not talking about like catastrophic, life-changing injuries that's gonna have someone in a full body cast like that guy from SpongeBob or anything. But I actually had a friend of mine break his thumb punching one of those, and I just assumed that is probably like the first of its kind. Like he just made big oops-a-daisy and, you know, that's a rare occurrence. But after watching dozens of these videos, I almost feel like it's more rare to walk away unscathed. So I've got to show you some of these. Like, I know this is the kind of thing that your dad would send you in an email back in the early 2000s, like, hey, check this shit out. Can you believe this? But I guess I'm just at that age now. I'm going to go ahead and start with one that looks really gnarly. Like, it looks like Tyreek Hill's injury here, but I'm pretty sure the lady was okay based on what I read there. But something that I noticed was extremely common is people throwing a punch and completely losing their balance and ending up in like a Peter Griffin death pose. It is shocking how many videos of that I've seen. This one is probably the epitome of that. In the pursuit of glory, no sacrifice is too great. R.I.P. to the old knees there. The camera cut away before you could see her high score. That definitely went 999 plus ultra. That shit probably blew up the fucking screen with how hard it was clobbered there. But my god, like, throwing a punch is something everyone thinks they can do until they actually try and throw like a full body, full force punch. Everyone just assumes it's like natural, but then you'll watch these videos and realize, no, there's like an art to it. Like it's something that you think you can do because you'll like shadow box in the mirror and shit. But then the second you step up to like, you know, the old equalizer here, all of that goes out the window when you're trying to throw something with like the most force you can muster. And everyone like fucking Popeye the Sailor Man's it. It's wild to me. And that right there is another thing I saw a lot of. People like going for the Happy Gilmore approach and they just like ragdoll themselves at the machine. So that didn't even feel like a punch. She went for like a Superman flying away type motion like one of these. And then she just fucking like potato sacks herself past the machine. I'm spitting everywhere, but like I've actually been giggling about this shit, man. It's crazy. Like I know I've entered unk status. That's how I know for sure. Because now I'm over here laughing hard at this shit. But like, it's just so fascinating to me. Like the biomechanics are just something that feels so primal. Like it should be deeply embedded in like the DNA of human beings to know how to like come up there and like throw a punch. That's like the first thing that we did as cavemen, I imagine, is start punching things. And yet, over the many, many, many years, it's become less of a necessity. And now you have situations like this arising where when trying to throw a powerful punch, someone will just go for like a fucking cross body blocker. Look like Markiplier from that gif where he like jumps at his phone like this.
It got real serious.
I accidentally recorded my own audio in there, so you heard my goofy ass laugh come in briefly after watching this for like the fucking 10th time. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong there. Now, she didn't use the machine in its intended way. You know, mess around with the machine at your own peril. You should be stepping up there taking it very seriously, because, Jesus Christ, it looks like it could be life or death. Like, that fall right there, that, like, could have been bad. So, like, she goes for this crazy, like, you know, big high kick, and then she gets airborne, and her flip-flop flies off and blasts the back wall, and then she can just, like, instantly hits the deck with no, like, stopping herself at all. Like, she didn't have her arm out to stop herself, which probably ended up for the best, because maybe that would have been worse, like breaking the wrist or something. But, like, she could have easily, like, landed on her head or something. But, man, that was a crazy high kick on the punching bag. It's a shame that we didn't get to see the force that was put on there. I didn't get to see the score that she was able to accumulate off that blow. This is also something I saw extremely often. People missing the bag entirely and just hitting the machine itself. Now, I'm not showing you every single one of them I've watched. I'm just showing you like what I consider to be the best representation of the common trends I saw at the punching bag machine. So people like just completely missing it or swinging fully through and just hitting the machine and like hurting themselves. This guy though, that was an absolute fucking wallop that he delivered to the machine. I'm very impressed with the plexiglass that it didn't just evaporate. Like, that was actually a really strong punch there. And even he was concerned. He started like throwing his arms out like, "Oh, are you okay?" as he fell over. Now, some of these I couldn't find with original audio, only like meme songs and meme sound effects, which, PSA, that shit just makes it worse. There has never been a single video I've watched that I think was elevated by the TikTok meme song of the week or like meme sound effects. Like just the original audio is so much better. But anyway, that right there is something there's a lot of, where people go up to the punching bags and end up hitting themselves. And, like, I don't know how that's possible. I guess they start their punch so far back and then they like bring it forward and hit themselves. That happened a few times. And I know you think I'm exaggerating with that one because, at least for me, that was the most unbelievable one, like punching yourself while doing this. But let me just show you a few, because, like I said, it was very common. The one where the guy throws the punch and then Beyblades himself, that one had me howling. That was incredible. I think there's a small chance that that was just a little theatrical performance there because I genuinely don't know how that's possible. Like he almost does like a ballerina pirouette there. Like I don't know. It's based on how many people I've seen hurt themselves on this punching machine. I think it's very likely legitimate. Now, I don't want to blabber about this too long, but I will show you the one that actually started this rabbit hole. And it wasn't one I was laughing at, actually. It was one where I felt really, really bad for the lady in it, because I do think she probably did hurt herself, despite what I read in the comments. I think she probably did end up injuring herself. I don't know how she wouldn't, after how her ankle bends here. I won't replay it or anything for you. It actually does seem pretty gruesome. It bends under her and then bends out to the side with her whole weight on top of it, and she like grabs it clearly in pain. So I do think she probably did get an injury there. Like that seems like it could have been a broken ankle. But I read in the comments that apparently she was just trying to like ham it up and be silly for the camera and like the audience that she had there. But I don't know, man. I don't know how you act that. Like, unless she has the most flexible ankles on earth, like it's just made out of jello or something. But yeah, anyway, that was the one that started me down this rabbit hole, and it was one where I like actually just felt horrible for the person, and it just had me curious, like how often does this happen on punching machines? The answer was very often. So yeah, I guess warning to everyone out there about to use a punching machine. Really think it through. Like, think about the biomechanics of throwing a punch so you don't end up hurting yourself. And I'd say definitely don't try and, like, go for a home run. Maybe just be satisfied with, like, a mid 5 to 600 power on the machine. You don't need to go for the 999. It's not going to guarantee you that you get laid or something like that. So maybe it's just not worth the risk where you end up blowing out your fucking knee, your ankle, your ACL, your DVD, your BBL, your VHS. Like, it's probably just not worth the injury. Unless you know how to throw a punch. And in that case, hey, go hog wild. Or, if you don't know how to throw a punch and still want to go hog wild, I'm not your fucking dad. You do what you want. Anyway, I've been giggling about quite a few of these for a while, and I just had to yap about it. That's it. See ya.